try to explain what's the whole situation right here. So thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Real America's Voice News. This is the current situation. So due to the massive increase of people crossing irregularly through this particular area in Playas de Tijuana, uh, a journalist from Tijuana reported it first by her name, Yolanda Morales. If you would like to follow her, she does a lot of work, excellent reporting on the migrant situation in Tijuana. Well, she reported that they closed the perimeter. Uh, that this means that they try to assure the perimeter right here for people to cross consistently and irregularly into the United States of America. What does this mean? You guys have seen in the past days, which a lot of people have been crossing consistently through this area. They have been jumping the wall. Families have been jumping the wall. And we were here when we were recording that. As a matter of fact, I was right here recording where the military from Mexico stopped migrants from jumping to the wall. And there was a border patrol agent on the other side, in particular, addressing the migrant uh, and telling him to step away. So, due to that factor, just for people to understand, this is what has been happening. They put these tape tape wire right here that is caution, and you will see actually now the Institute National of Immigration vehicle right here standing. Now, a lot of the people that have seen this video, that is a really viral video that I put out of migrants jumping the wall, and I put dramatically jumping the wall. A lot of the people were seeing that there was a police officer right there and that he was standing at a quad. And a lot of you guys were saying, like, why is that police officer not doing anything? It is exactly the same way that why a lot of the National Guards in the United States, they don't do nothing also to try to regulate the entrance in a particular way. Now, let me explain you what I mean. The only ones that they can stop or detain the migrants are these guys right here on the back, the Institute National Immigration. What the authorities of Mexico can do, the municipal police, and also the military, what they can do is stop people that they can actually think that they're a threat to the nation. And ultimately, if they're carrying something illicitly, or if they portray that they receive an order from these guys and tell them, hey, we need your support to stop these people. So this has been consistent. They have been crossing massively through this area. They're not crossing massively anymore because the Institute National Immigration sent a unit, and now you have people patrolling from the Institute National Immigration of Mexico. They are patrolling around the area. Now, why? I will tell you why. So there has been complaints of citizens that the coyotes have been aggressive towards them because a lot of the citizens, they want to record the action and then later on put it on their platforms, or they want to record as people are crossing irregularly through the United States. And these coyotes and traffickers, they're getting mad because actually citizens, they are basically, recording, as the Constitution says, Article 6 and 7 of our Constitution of Mexico, we have the freedom to record on whatever part if it is in our nation. And the coyotes and traffickers have been really aggressive towards the citizens, telling them, hey, you know what, I don't want you to record, I want you to step away, I want you to move. So that has been completely a complaint of the citizens right here of this particular neighborhood of Playas de Tijuana towards the authorities to say, hey, you know what, we feel insecure. We don't want to even run to the beach anymore. We don't want to go over there because these people, they basically have taken over, this area. Due to that factor and, the security of the migrants also, that the migrants, you know, basically they're exposed to these traffickers and they are putting their vulnerabilities and their life in the hands of these people. The Institute National Immigration has sent a unit, as you see behind me, and there's several people. There's not only just one. There's a quad right there all the way to the back. Hopefully he will come back so I can show you how the Mexican authorities are trying to regulate this area and how they're trying to do their job. And, and in particular, how they are trying to do their job and say, you know what, we're trying to stop the traffickers from ultimately in the coyotes from being aggressive towards the citizens, and also protecting the vulnerabilities of people. There's a really I'm doing this live feed, and I don't do live feeds that much anymore due to security reasons. But sometimes I see really denigrating comments, really denigrating and racist comments in the live feed, and I don't like to use that word racist. But sometimes I see that, and I feel completely depressed on how our society is right now, to not see what the reality and the bigger picture of this problem. The bigger picture of this problem is that these globalist organizations, these elitists, these oligarchs, they're using human beings as a political purpose, and they are also weaponizing the migration. And ultimately, you want to blame somebody. Your own government of the United States is the one that is doing this, the one that is aiding and abetting these policies. So, stop with the denigrating and racist comments. Address this, open up your mind, and learn a little bit of what we have been broadcasting for years. So let me just flip the camera for people to see what am I referencing to. Let me flip the camera right here. I'm sorry, right here. So uh, this is the reality. So this is where they put this tape wire right here. There is a police officer on this side. There's a police officer. There's Institute National Immigration Officer on this side, and there's a guy over there. This guy has been here for the whole week. He has been here for the whole week. I see you all the time. You're here all the time, brother. How's everything going? Yeah, it has decreased. It has lowered down with this little. Yeah. There's more people on top of the mountain, huh? There's more people on top of the mountain. Yeah, massive. All right, nice talking to you, man. That's a security guy from the United States. The guy's really, he hasn't been, disrespectful towards me. He's always been respectful, and he's been nice. So uh, I always, talk to the authorities with respect. It doesn't even matter if they're from the U.S., if they're from whatever country. I really, I really do not. I like to address the authorities with respect all the time. All the time. I like to respect the authorities with respect. It doesn't even matter which authority it is. So I just wanted to address this situation, how the Mexican authorities have, in a way, controlled the perimeter. I just asked that agent if it has decreased because of this tape wire right here. And he just said so and so. He just said, like, it has decreased a little bit. So this boat, some questions are asking about this boat. This boat, it was a fishing boat, but as you can see, is in it deteriorated. So it's just left here alone. You can see some actual clothing right there on the other side. I don't know what kind of clothing is this. Let's go over there and try to. I'm gonna get some pictures right now, some B-roll of this. So you see actually clothing of the migrants before they jump. You see kids clothing right here, and more kids clothing. And you will see actually paperwork. Look at that child's foot. Uh, see some phone. See some legal paperwork. See all of this. And of course, you see the barbed wire that is now in deteriorated conditions. So it's really important for me to come over here and show you what is going on, what is the reality of what is going on right here on this particular spot. Why? The reason why it is because you saw that it went viral, all the videos of this particular area where people were crossing massively, consistently into this particular wall, and ultimately they were jumping the wall. But now you see that there's authorities right here, of the Mexican authorities guarding uh, the the specific area, and basically controlling a little bit the flow. So I don't know what's the time of the authorities of arrival over here, and what time they are here guarding this particular area. But they closed the whole perimeter as migrants were desperately jumping the wall, and ultimately trying, uh, you know, trying to get into the United States of America. It is just it's all over every border. It's an irregular migration into every border. You see what is going on in Piedras Negras. You see what is going on right now in El Paso. Also, you see what is going on in Arizona. And now you see what's going on over here in Baja. It's all over every border. The epicenters are, of course, ultimately in Mexico. That's where the situation where it plasters into the United States. But this is what is actually right now portraying as, has been closed the perimeter. This due to the massive increase as it was increasing consistently every day. And, there was a point, there was a point that, everybody was jumping over here easy. And there was a point where they opened that gap right there that you see all the way to the back. And people were just waiting just to run. And the authorities, the only thing that they can do, it is basically process them. A lot of the people were saying why the border patrol is not returning them back. Well, the border patrol now apparently has the recognition for them to process them if the migrant reports as is a case of asylum and refugee, and he wants a better life. So, in particular, that you will see a lot of these migrants, reported, and you see a quad unit right here from the Mexican authorities. Look, this is the one that I was telling you guys that now you have several authorities right here going around and searching for irregular activity close to the wall. So now the Mexican authorities have reinforced this place, this to the massive influx that has been occurring consistently on this area. So uh, just wanted to drop by and tell you guys this before I go. Nice to talk to you guys. These are Mexican agents right here, Mexican from the Mexican Institute of National Immigration. They're doing their rounds. They're going going east to the beach, and then they come west just to guard this place again. So this is the actual situation, and you know the actual situation right here at this particular site. I will be reporting more and give you guys stats and statistics later on today, and also the website is going to be up and running today. So I will be writing a little bit about this situation, and ultimately some other things that I want to write about over there in the website OscarBlueRamirez.com or OscarBlueRamirez.news. Thank you so much for joining in. So the in closed caption, this is how it looks right now. So God bless you guys. Stay safe, and like we always say, people, God's plan is our mission.